Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I have a challenge video for you. Can I beat Pokemon Shield using only a Gastly? Stat-wise, Gastly is a glass cannon. It has great special attack and good speed, but all its other stats are terrible. Gastly is a ghost and poison type Pokemon, making it weak to dark, psychic, and ghost type attacks. However, it has some good resistances and a few immunities thanks to its ghost typing and the ability Levitate. As for the rules, I'll be going with the standard rule set that people usually use for these types of challenges. 1. I can only use Gastly in battle. 2. I could not evolve Gastly. And 3. No items can be used in battle except for held items. Let's get on with the challenge. I played the first 30 minutes of the game as per usual. As soon as we unlock trading, we bring an egg over containing Gastly. It hatches and we name him Rick. He has a modest nature which boosts our special attack at the cost of some attack, which is fine because we won't be using that stat. Also, I gave him the egg moves Toxic and Clear Smog to help speed up the early game, otherwise we'll be stuck using Lick. The first thing we do with our newly hatched Gastly is grind on some Wild Route 1 Pokemon. Once we reach level 10, we take the train to the wild area, and on our way to Motostoke, we pick up the leftovers. Once we arrive in town, we head to the inn, where we are challenged by some Team Yell Grunts. The first grunt has a Galarian Zigzagoon. We take it down with a Clear Smog. The second grunt has a Nickit, which goes down after 2 Clear Smogs. Next we have a double battle against 2 Team Yell Grunts. With the help of Hop, we manage to take them both down without any difficulties. This is also when we meet Marnie, a fellow gym challenger. After that we head to Motostoke Stadium, where we get our first glimpse of the gym leaders. While leaving Motostoke, we bump into Hop, who challenges us to a battle. His first Pokemon is a Wooloo. We spam Clear Smog and knock it out on the second hit. Up next is Scorbunny. We outspeed and take him down to just over half health. He goes for an Ember. Luckily our leftovers kick in and we recover a little health. On the following turn, it outspeeds us. We must have had a speed tie. He also lands a critical hit, taking us down to just 9 HP. We hit it again and knock it down into the red. Hop uses a potion, and we're able to take it down the following turn. Hop's final Pokemon is Rookidee, which doesn't give us any issues. We heal up and head straight to the Galar Mine. It's pretty uneventful until we meet Bede, another fellow gym challenger, who challenges us to a battle. His first Pokemon is a Solosis. We go for a Lick attack because it's super effective and we paralyze him. He goes for a Confusion, which takes us down to low health and confuses Gastly. Fortunately, we don't hit ourselves in Confusion and we successfully take down Solosis. Up next is Gothita. We try to attack it but we hit ourselves in Confusion, and then we get KO'd by Psybeam. Damn! We return and face him again. This time we go for a Clear Smog and one-shot the Solosis. Then we take down Gothita with a lucky critical hit. And then out comes Bede's final Pokemon, Hatna. It survives our Clear Smog and then hits us with a Confusion. We take it and then bring it down the following turn. That went well. After exiting the mine, we arrive in Turffield. We head to the gym where we herd some sheep and then battle the gym leader, Milo. His first Pokemon is a Gossifleur. We immediately Dynamax, and then we take it down with a super effective Max Ooze. Up next is Dynamaxed Eldegoss. We outspeed and hit it with a Max Ooze, bringing it down to the yellow. He hits us with a Max Overgrowth, but fortunately it's not very effective and we take the hit, and then we take it down on the following turn, winning our first gym battle. That was easy, but it's still early game and we had type advantage. It's only going to get more difficult from here. Our next battle is with more Team Yell Grunts. The first grunt has a Zigzagoon and a Feeble, no trouble here. However, the second grunt gives us some grief. He has a Sableye, which resists our Clear Smog, and then he disables it. We poison him with a Toxic, but he hits us for half health with a super effective Astonish. We try going for a Confuse Ray. Unfortunately, it avoids hitting itself in Confusion and takes Gastly down to low health. With Clear Smog still disabled, we go for a Lick attack, but it wasn't enough. Then it knocks us out with another Astonish. We return for a rematch. This time we begin with Confuse Ray, and it hurts itself in Confusion. The next turn we go for a Toxic, and he hits himself in Confusion again. After a couple of Clear Smogs, we eventually take it down. That fight was a lot tougher than it should have been. Still on the bridge, we bump into Hop, who challenges us to another battle. He leads with Wooloo, however it's no threat as it doesn't have any moves that are able to hit ghosts. His second Pokemon is Corvisquire. It manages to survive a critical hit and then takes us down to low health with a Pluck. We beat it, but then Hop sends out his ace, Raboot. It outspeeds and goes for a Growl. Knowing that our health is too low to take a hit, we go for a Confuse Ray. He passes his Confusion check and takes us out with a Flame Charge. Rematch time. We make it to Raboot again. Our attacks don't do enough and his Flame Charges do too much. Time to get some better moves. We earn watts from the Rotom Rally, and then we buy the TR for Sludge Wave, which is much more powerful than our current Clear Smog. With our stronger attack, we make it to Hop's Raboot on full health, and get it down to red from one Sludge Wave. However, his Flame Charge still really hurts us though, but luckily he goes for a Growl, and we win the match. Gastly also grows to level 24, and learns the move Hex. Finally, a decent ghost move. Now that we are able to cross the bridge, we arrive in Hulbury, home of the Hulbury Gym. We press some buttons, battle some trainers, and Gastly even tried to evolve. We finally make it to Nessa. Her first Pokemon is a Goldeen. We Dynamax and take it out with a Max Ooze. Max Ooze also raises our special attack stat. Next is Arrokuda. It also goes down to a Max Ooze. Her final Pokemon is Dynamax Dreadnought. But even after 2 special attack boosts, we still fail to take it out, and it one-hit KOs us with a super effective Max Darkness. Well, time for another new move. We do even more Rotom Rallies and eventually buy the TR for Thunderbolt, and replace Toxic for it. Back to the Hulbury Gym, and this time we one-hit KO her Dynamax Dreadnought with a Max Lightning, and gain our second badge. After that we make our way through Galar Mine number 2, where we face Beat again. Does this guy just hang out in mines for fun? Now that we have a decent ghost type move, we're able to one-shot everything with Hex. Easy. At the back of the mine we encounter 2 more Team Yell Grunts. Luckily Hop shows up and we have a double battle. I thought it might have been fun to kill everything with a single Sludge Wave, but sadly the only Pokemon I took down was Hop's Wooloo. And because of that, Gastly was defeated and Hop couldn't handle the 2v1 on his own, and we lost. We try again, but this time we go for a Thunderbolt, and we take out the Linoon, followed by the Feeble, the Pancham, and the Liepard. That wasn't too bad. Once we defeat the Grunts, we head back to Motorstoke for our third gym battle. But first, we have to go to the inn, where we are challenged by Marnie. Her first Pokemon is a Krogunk. It attacks first because it uses Sucker Punch, and brings our HP down to low. Luckily, we can take it out in one hit. Up next is Scraggy. Fortunately for us, it doesn't have Sucker Punch, and we're able to take it down with a Sludge Wave. Her third and final Pokemon is a Morpeko, which outspeeds us and takes us down with one bite. We try again and make it to Morpeko without taking any damage, but we still get one shot. Okay, we're going to need to outspeed Morpeko. We train Gastly against some of the trainers we skipped, and come back 2 levels higher. And this time we outspeed and win. Dark types are really difficult for Gastly. I'm really not looking forward to our battle with Piers. Now that Marnie is out of the way, we go for our third gym battle. We beat some fire Pokemon, and we have our gym battle with Kabu. First up is Ninetales. We go for a Sludge Wave, but it survives and burns us with a Will-O-Wisp. We knock it out in the following turn. Up next is Arcanine. We Dynamax and go for a Max Ooze. He lives and uses Agility. The next turn, he goes first and uses Bite. We tank it and finish off the Arcanine. His final Pokemon is a Gigantamax Centiskorch. It's the last turn of Gastly's Dynamax. We use Max Phantasm and bring it down to the red. He uses Gigantamax Centiskorch's signature move, G-Max Centinferno. We barely survive the hit, but get taken down from the Fire Spin. Rematch time. We make it to his last Pokemon with more health this time, and without getting burnt. He still survives a Max Phantasm, but this time we have enough HP to take the hit, and survive the Fire Spin. Our Dynamax wears off, but we are still able to take him out with a regular attack, and win the match. Now that we have 3 of the gym badges, we are allowed to enter Hammerlock. No battles happen there, so I'll skip ahead. We arrive in Stownside and face Hop, who uses a different team for this battle. We easily defeat his Cramorant, Silicobra, and Toxel. Raboot survives our attack, but gets poisoned. He uses Agility and then gets taken out by the poison. That was our easiest rival match yet. Gym time! We get punched around a lot, but we eventually make it to the gym leader, Alistair. His first Pokemon is a Galarian Yamask. We take it down with a Hex. Next up is Cursola. We bring it down to low health, and then it takes itself out with a Curse. His next Pokemon is Mimikyu. We Dynamax and go for a Max Ooze to raise our special attack and break through the skies. Luckily, he doesn't attack and uses Hone Claws. Then we take it out the following turn. Last is Gigantamax Gengar. We outspeed and one-shot it with a super effective Max Phantasm. That gym went a lot better than expected, and we gain our 4th gym badge. Right after that, we have another battle with Bede. Just like last time, we take all of his Pokemon down with a single hit. We also reach level 40 and learn the move Shadow Ball. We cut through Glimwood Tangle and arrive in Balloonly. Before heading to the gym, we acquired the Eviolite, which raises the defense and special defense of a Pokemon that can still evolve. This held item will be crucial going forward, as we are starting to face fully evolved Pokemon, which have much higher base stats than Gastly. Time for the Balloonly Gym. With our super effective poison attack, we easily make it through the gym challenge and then take on Opal. First out is Galarian Wheezing. We Shadow Ball it and then eat a Fairy Wind. We get a speed boost for correctly answering her question. Another Shadow Ball and it's goodbye Wheezing. Next is Mawile. It goes down to a single Shadow Ball. Togekiss is up next. We Dynamax and bring it down to the red with a Max Ooze, and then tank an Air Slash. We also correctly answer another question and net another stat boost. Togekiss goes down and then out comes the cake. We easily defeat it and earn our 5th gym badge. Then we start heading to Circchester. Along the way, we are challenged by Hop. His first Pokemon is a Trevenant. We take it down with a Shadow Ball. His next Pokemon is a Boltund. It goes down to a Sludge Wave. Then out comes Cinderace. He outspeeds and almost takes us out with a Pyro Ball. That would have been a one-hit KO if not for our Eviolite. We go for Sludge Wave. It survives and takes us out the following turn. We try again. We take the Pyro Ball, and this time we try using Confuse Ray. The following turn, he hits himself in Confusion, and we bring it down to red with a Sludge Wave. We also get really lucky and poison it, and it goes down to the poison. His 4th Pokemon is Heatmore. We one-shot with Sludge Wave. Out comes his final Pokemon, Snorlax. We use another Sludge Wave, and even though we get a critical hit, it still survives and knocks us out with a Heavy Slam. Another rematch. This time we get lucky and manage to get past Cinderace without taking any damage. So we are able to tank a Heavy Slam from Snorlax and take it down for the win the following turn. That was much tougher than the last time we fought Hop. Skipping ahead to Circchester, we take on the next gym, where we try to avoid falling in pit traps and eventually make it to the gym leader, Melanie. She leads with a Frostmoth. We outspeed but are unable to take it out in a single hit, and then she gets off an Icy Wind which lowers our speed. We take it out with another hit. She sends out Galarian Darmanitan. Unfortunately, due to the speed drop, she outspeeds and lands an Icicle Crash and it's all over. Guess it's time to train. We go back to battle some more trainers that we skipped along the way. And that's when this happened. Somehow we ran into a shiny girder, and of course we catch it. After all the excitement, we head back to the gym and try a few more times, but each time we keep getting hit by Icy Wind and then losing to Darmanitan. Okay, new plan. We immediately Dynamax so that we can take out the Frostmoth without getting hit by the Icy Wind. Without the speed drop, we're able to outspeed Darmanitan, and it barely hangs on with just a few HP, and surprisingly uses Taunt. It also transforms into Zen Mode. Zen Mode is faster than us and attacks us first. We tank it, and then finally bring down the Darmanitan. Her third Pokemon is Ice Cube. Our Dynamax wears off and we return to normal. Due to our +2 in a special attack, we are able to take it out in a single hit. And then out comes her ace, Gigantamax Lapras. We go for a super effective Thunderbolt, but it just wasn't enough, and we go down to Max Geyser. We give Gastly a magnet to hold, and the next time we're able to knock it out with a single Thunderbolt. And we finally got our 6th badge. Only 2 more to go. After that we have a battle with Hop in a Hailstorm. As usual, he leads with Double. We knock it out with a Sludge Wave, take some hail damage, and then out comes Snorlax. We go for another Sludge Wave, bringing him down to the yellow. And he goes for a super effective Crunch, dropping us down to just 38 HP. And then we take hail damage. Another Sludge Wave and then Snorlax is done for. Hop's next Pokemon is Cinderace, but Sludge Wave makes quick work of him. The hail brings us down to just 19 health. Corviknight is sent in, but it's quickly dispatched by our Thunderbolt, and we take more hail damage. Hop's final Pokemon is a Pincurchin. We take it out with a Sludge Wave, ending the battle. That was close. Gastly almost died from the hail damage. Skipping ahead, we arrive at the entrance to Spikemuth, but before we can enter, we have to face Marnie. I'm afraid of Sucker Punch. She leads with Liepard. She outspeeds and gets over Torment, making it so that we can't use the same move twice in a row. It goes down to a single Sludge Wave. Next is Scrafty. Due to Torment, our best option this turn is Thunderbolt, and even though we get a critical hit, it still only goes down to the yellow. She goes for a Swagger and misses. Lucky. Following turn we go for a Sludge Wave and it takes out Scrafty. Up next is Toxicroak, who goes first because of Sucker Punch, dropping our HP down to 30. We use the Shadow Ball and it just survives on a sliver of health. She uses a Hyper Potion. Unfortunately, I thought she would go with a Sucker Punch here, so I went with Confuse Ray. Unfortunately, she does not hit herself in Confusion and takes us out. We return. This time she uses Nasty Plot, which is way better for us than Torment, meaning we were able to use Sludge Wave on Scrafty and poison it. Unfortunately, we get hit by a powerful crunch attack, bringing us down to low. She heals, and we go for another Sludge Wave. We take it down the following turn, and then out comes Toxicroak again. Knowing a Sucker Punch is coming, we use Confuse Ray. We get lucky, and she attacks herself in confusion, and we take it out. More Peko time, we outspeed and one-shot it, winning us the match. With Marnie defeated, we can now enter Spikemuth, but we get turned away from the gym for only having one Pokemon, due to a mandatory double battle. Well, guess that's the end of the run, guys. Can you beat Pokemon Shield using only a Gastly? No. Ha, just kidding. We go fishing and catch ourselves a low-level Magikarp. With Magikarp now in the party, we're able to attempt the gym challenge. We managed to win the double battle without any assistance from Magikarp. And then we are finally able to take on Piers, the Dark-type gym leader. Unfortunately, our Ghost moves won't come in handy here as Dark resists Ghosts. Piers' first Pokemon is Scrafty. We bring him down to the red with a Sludge Wave. He uses Payback and almost takes us out in one hit. The following turn we finish off the Scrafty. Out comes Malamar. We Sludge Wave, but he survives and takes us out with a Payback. Wow, we didn't stand a chance. And Gastly is over 10 levels higher than his Pokemon. Okay, we need a new plan. I look at Gastly's possible moves it can learn by TM and TR, and notice it can learn Dazzling Gleam, which is super effective against Dark-type. That will definitely help. We do some more Rotom Rally and teach Gastly Dazzling Gleam. Back at the gym, and it's time for a new strategy. This time, we successfully take out Scrafty with a single hit. Same with his Malamar. He sends out Obstagoon. It barely survives the Dazzling Gleam and one-shots us with Throat Chop. Idea. We give Gastly a Pixie Plate to hold, which powers up Fairy-type moves, and with the extra damage we're able to one-shot Obstagoon with Dazzling Gleam. His final Pokemon is Skuntank. We use a Thunderbolt, which brings it down to the yellow, and he uses Screech. At this point, I thought we had won, but he goes for a Sucker Punch and we're defeated. Damn! So close. We try again, going for a Dazzling Gleam this time. It does a little bit more, but still not enough, and the same thing happens again. We reteach Confuse Ray and go back for another crack at Skuntank. This time, it goes a bit differently. Expecting a Screech, we go for the Dazzling Gleam, but surprisingly, he went with Sucker Punch this time. Somehow Gastly managed to survive it. On the next turn, we go Confuse Ray. And we get super lucky and Skuntank hits itself in confusion 2 turns in a row, winning us the match and gaining our 7th badge. Man, that was rough. With no time to rest, we head straight to the 8th gym. These matches are all double battles, so we'll be using Magikarp again. We have no trouble with the gym trainers and it's time to take on Raihan. First is Flygon and Gigalith, which whips up a sandstorm with its ability. That will be annoying. Gastly uses Dazzling Gleam to take out the Flygon and do some chip damage to Gigalith, and Magikarp uses Splash. His Gigalith uses Rock Blast on Gastly, but luckily it only hits twice. Out comes Sandaconda. We immediately take it out with a Shadow Ball. Magikarp uses Splash, and Gastly gets hit by Rock Blast 3 times. His final Pokemon is a Gigantamax Duraludon. We Shadow Ball and then get taken down by G-Max Depletion. We return. This time we Dynamax turn 1 so that we have as much HP as possible. We Max Starfall to take down his Flygon. Magikarp splashes. Gigalith flattens Magikarp with Body Press. Sandaconda is up next, and it's gone. We easily tank Gigalith's 2 Rock Blasts. Out comes Gigantamax Duraludon, and it too goes down in one hit. And then Gigalith is defeated by 2 Shadow Balls, winning us the match and our final gym badge. Moving on, we arrive in Winden. Tournament time! Our first opponent is Marnie. We managed to one-shot each of her Pokemon, only taking a little damage from her Toxicroak with Sucker Punch. Piece of cake. Next opponent is Hop. His double goes down in one hit. Next is his Snorlax, which goes down after 2 Sludge Waves. We Dynamax and dispatch the rest. Pincurchin is taken out by a Max Ooze, Corviknight is taken out by a Max Lightning, and Cinderace to a Max Phantasm. That's it for the prelims. Before we can move on to the real tournament, we have to deal with Oleana. Frostlass is first. Shadow Ball wrecks it. She sends in Milotic, 2 Thunderbolts, and it's gone. Out comes Salazzle. We Dynamax, and it goes down to a Max Phantasm. Next is Serena. We Max Ooze, raising our special attack and taking them out. And her last Pokemon is Garbodor. It Gigantamaxes, but we still take it out in a single hit. The tournament is about to begin, but we get challenged by Bead first. You get the picture, we one-shot everything. Now the tournament begins. First round is against Nessa. We Thunderbolt everything. Next! Second is Alistair. We Shadow Bolt everything. Next! Our last opponent is Raihan, and he's a lot easier this time than in the double battle. We Sludge Wave the fire Pokemon, Dazzling Gleam the dragons, and then finish off Duraludon with a Max Phantasm. Having beat all our opponents, we can now challenge Leon. But just as the match is about to begin, we are interrupted by Chairman Rose's scheme to bring about the darkest day. Time to foil his plans. Rose uses Steel-type Pokemon, so our stab poison attacks are useless here. Up first is a Scavalier. We Shadow Ball, taking it down to the yellow. He Iron Heads, also bringing us down to the yellow. We take it out the following turn. Up next is Berserker. We Shadow Ball and knock it out in a single hit. His third Pokemon is Klinklang. Shadow Ball doesn't quite kill, and we are taken down by Assurance. The next attempt goes a little better, and we make it to Klinklang still on full health. This time we Dynamax so we can deal enough damage to take it out in one shot, leveling us up to 69. Nice. He then sends in Ferrothorn. Even with Max Phantasm, we are still unable to take it out in one hit. We tank a Gyro Ball, and then knock out Ferrothorn the following turn, ending our Dynamax. His last Pokemon is Copperajah. He Gigantamaxes. We Shadow Ball, but it's far from enough, and we get taken out by a super effective Max Mindstorm. New plan. We head to the wild area. I teach Gastly Thief, and we go fight some Duskulls. Eventually, we're able to steal a Spell Tag. Spell Tag is a held item which boosts the damage of Ghost-type moves by 20%. I reteach Shadow Ball, and it's off to battle Rose again. With the extra damage, we're able to take everything out in one hit, and make it to Copperajah with full health. Our Max Phantasm still isn't quite enough, only bringing it down to the red. He Max Mindstorms, and we survive the hit, with just 20 HP remaining. And we take it out on the next turn, taking down Rose once and for all. With the help of Hop and some wild dogs, we catch a big dragon and save the Galar region. Now it's time for the match we've all been waiting for. Can a single Gastly take down the champion? Let's find out. He leads Aegislash. We Shadow Ball it, but he King Shields, protecting himself from the attack. We Shadow Ball it again, taking it out. That's one down. Next is Haxorus. We outspeed and take it out with a super effective Dazzling Gleam. His third Pokemon is Rhyperior. Shadow Ball isn't quite enough to one-shot it, and we get hit by a Stone Edge, bringing us down to just 9 HP. A second Shadow Ball takes it out. Then out comes Rillaboom. With only 3 Pokemon remaining, we Dynamax and take it out with a Max Ooze. In comes Dragapult. I go for a Max Phantasm, but Dragapult outspeeds and takes us out. For my first attempt against Leon, we had the Eviolite equipped to raise our defenses. But since we get outsped by Dragapult, I decided to try Choice Scarf. We take the Aegislash down with a single Shadow Ball. Next is Haxorus. We Dynamax. When Dynamax, the effects of the choice items are negated, so I'm able to select a super effective Max Starfall, which Okos. Up next is Rhyperior. With the extra power of Max Phantasm over Shadow Ball, we're able to take it out in one shot. His fourth Pokemon is Rillaboom. We Max Ooze, knocking it out in a single hit, and raising our special attack in the process. Now it's time for Dragapult. Our Dynamax ends just in time, so the effects of Choice Scarf are back, meaning we outspeed and take it out with a single Shadow Ball. His last Pokemon is Charizard, which we somehow made it to with Gastly still at full HP. Because of the Choice Scarf, we have to use Shadow Ball here. He Gigantamaxes. We Shadow Ball for just over half, but then he uses G-Max Wildfire. Even at full HP, we can't survive a single hit from his Charizard. Damn, we were so close. For the next attempt, I decide to return to using Eviolite. Like always, we take Aegislash down with a Shadow Ball. Haxorus goes down to a super effective Dazzling Gleam. Rhyperior lives a Shadow Ball, but we get lucky and his Stone Edge misses us. He full restores, and we Shadow Ball again, bringing it back down to low before taking it out the following turn. We Dynamax and take out the Rillaboom with a Max Ooze. Dragapult outspeeds, but due to our extra defense from Eviolite and extra HP from Dynamax, it only does about half, and we take it out with a Max Phantasm. Out comes Charizard. He Gigantamaxes, but for some reason he goes for a Max Rockfall, and we survive the hit. And then we one-shot Charizard with a super effective Max Lightning. And that's how I beat Leon and became champion using nothing but a Gastly. We weren't even that over-leveled. My Gastly was level 72 by the time we beat Leon's level 65 Charizard. So, to answer the question, can you beat Pokemon Shield using only a Gastly? Yes. Yes, you can. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a lot of fun to make, but also a lot of work. The script was over 5,000 words, and editing the video was a massive task in its own right. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. I also stream on Twitch multiple times a week, so if you like fun Pokemon challenges, I'm sure you'll enjoy it there too. We have a great community, and the streams are a lot of fun. Maybe next time I'll try beating Shining Pearl using only one Pokemon. But which to choose? Thanks for watching guys, and I'll explain you later.